everybody, welcome back to the channel and to Survival Monday here on Alma, Missouri. We have $720,595 to pay back on our loan. Remember, except for this one spot we bought without fields or anything, I cannot buy any fields or equipment. Basically, I can't buy any more land or equipment until we get this loan paid off. Alright, what do we have in the world of contracts? 31,000 cultivating. 31,000 corn harvest. 21,000 liming. 92 plowing. I always hate those plows so much, I can't. I don't know, man, that's so much money, but, you know what? I think we're gonna do this corn harvesting one. Let's borrow the equipment for that and get to work.
Sometimes you just can't keep love alive. But I've tried, and I've tried, but I just can't drink you off my mind. Since you left me, things have been so heavy. I just cry, 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 cry. If you want to take the best of me, I won't stop you if you try. Why not take the rest of me? 'Cause all that's left are just these crying eyes. And I've tried, and I've tried, but I just can't drink you off my mind. Since you left me, things have been so heavy. I just cry, 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 cry. The winds of change someday might bring you back. See the remnants of the man that you once had. But if you look beyond the smile and the wing, it's just a bunch of space I tried to use to fill your place. And I've tried, and I've tried, but I just can't drink you off my mind. Since you left me, things have been so heavy. I just cry, 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 cry. I just cry, 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 cry.
I haven't cut my hair since I walked through your door. It's never been quite this long before. Taking some time to get all settled in, and I'm the happiest I've ever.
Alright, we got $4,500 from that. But we have more crop on the field, so we're gonna take that and get the extra money off of it. So, I'm gonna finish this field up, come back to the highest priced selling point, and then I will come back in again once we are over there to see how much extra we are going to get off of this, and then we will collect the contract and see which one we're going to tackle next. Also, if you didn't notice, we are in the negative. That is because it was getting dark and I slept through the night, so our loan interest came out, but we're probably going to work our way out of this, back into the positive, and then we're probably going to get at least enough money we can pay off 20 to 30,000 of our loan in this vid.
I never thought that I would move out of town. There's something about this place that holds me down. Made some mistakes, but I can start again, and I'm the happiest I've ever been.
Alright, how much are we gonna make with the rest of the corn? 5,000, so we made right around 10,000 extra. Now, let's get this collected. There we go. That brings us up to $13,930. What do we want to do next? I don't really want to do another harvesting. You know what? Let's do a lineman one, but let's take this one. Borrow items. Wait, what was the other 92? Oh, that stupid plowing one. 74 stone picking. Alright. Couple contracts to think about, decide what I want to do after this one, but first, I'm going to... What happened to that contract? Huh? Preparing a contract? What is that? Huh? Okay, I am going to save. They're supposed to work together, but I wonder if better contracts and contract boost are conflicting with each other. Because I've been having a lot of issues with contracts on maps lately, so I'm gonna deselect contract boost. And see if that helps. We have some money, we can buy lime. It's not a big deal. So, I'll be back in a moment. We're up to $8,000. Now let's see if we can flip and take a contract here. There's that lineman one I was trying to take. Borrow items. Preparing contract. What is that? I've never seen that before. Alright, so we are gonna have to slightly change the way we are doing contracts here on Alma, because every time I go to borrow the items for contracts, they just go into a preparing contract loop and they won't do anything else. So, I am going to try just accepting this contract, and if this works, we are slightly going to change the way we're doing things. So yes, that worked. So, we are going to just accept the contracts from now on, and to keep this in the survival mode like I want, we still can't buy any land until we have the loan paid off. And we have to lease to own our equipment. We can't outright buy anything. So, that was a lineman. And I'm not going to get anything too wild and crazy. I'm going to try and keep it base game-ish as well. So, we need a tractor. So, I'm going to get some equipment set up, and I will come back in and show you what I got. Alright. I got everything leased up. We got the, Polaris, I believe this is 2022 Deutz DC D6116, And then we got this Lizard RCW5 lime spreader. And I was only able to afford 2 thin bags of lime, but that's 20,000 liters, so hopefully we'll be good to finish this contract. So I am going to get to work, and I will come back in after this contract, because now we're going to be leasing stuff for whatever contracts we do. So anytime we need to lease something new to do a contract, I will come back in and show you guys what I got. Alright. We're going to take out another loan, because this is the last of our 20,000 liters of lime we bought. And we're only 18% on this contract. And the rules for this playthrough state that all of our loans have to be paid off before we buy any land. It does not say that we can't take off, doesn't say that we can't take out more loans. So, no, I don't want to repay anything. I want to take a loan. Oh, we've hit our max. What? I can't take out a loan. Shoot. Crap. I don't think it's gonna let us borrow equipment for any contracts. Crap. Okay, let's... Shoot. Alright, we're saved. I guess we'll try to borrow the equipment for this and see if it works. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. So, I'm gonna do this contract real quick. And hopefully we get enough from it to, be able to buy enough lime to finish the other contract. Should we maybe try and take this cultivating one as well? Let's try that. Okay. Alright, so we have 2 contracts. I'm gonna get these done. And then I will go back to the lineman contract. Thankfully, these let us borrow what we needed to. And I think I can use this setup for both. I'm gonna try anyway because I like this setup better than the other setup. So, we'll see if this works. I am going to go up to the top one first to see if my theory will work. If not, we'll just use the other equipment. I'm just curious if this is actually going to work or not. It seems like there isn't a glow stick video without absolute chaos lately. As I release more videos, you'll see, but, yeah, videos and contracts have been interesting lately. I am taking a week off from streaming here in a couple weeks. Actually, like a week and a half. I am taking off from streaming the 14th through the 23rd, I believe it is. So I am trying to record extra videos so that there's at least some content here on YouTube while I am gone. Anyway, we're almost up to this field. I'm really curious if this is actually going to work or not. I have a feeling it's going to tell me it's reserved for contract work, but we shall see here. Ooh, it is actually going to let me do it. Awesome. So we're going to use this setup for both contracts. So I will come back in when I am done with these contracts. Because once we finish these 2 contracts, we are going to be leasing another piece of equipment and maybe another tractor? Do we have any more cultivating contracts? We do. That's 5,000. We're gonna borrow equipment for that one, and we're gonna do that one too. Is I want to make the lineman easier. I want to lease another tractor and a auger wagon to hold lime. So we need money for that and lime because we're gonna need a bit of lime. So, anywho, I am going to knock out these cultivating contracts and I will be back.
Another way to begin.
contracts are done. So, we are going to jump in and accept these. Collect, and collect. So now, I am going to go ahead and buy some more lime, a auger wagon, and another tractor. And we're going to get back to work on that liming contract. So, let me purchase this stuff, and then I'll come back in real quick and show you what I got. Alright. I have the purchases made. I have leased the Demco 2200 dual auger green cart from the Stevie mod pack. One of Stevie's mod packs. Anyway, he has quite a few of them, but they are among my favorites. And then I also grabbed the Mercedes 18,000 tuning. And then I bought 80,000 liters of lime. So, hopefully we're good on lime. And actually, this Mercedes has 450 horsepower, so it should be a pretty versatile tractor for the time being. So, I'm gonna get this lime filled up and get to work. I will come back in whenever I think it's necessary.
Polaroids all scattered across the dusty floor in the backseat of my Chevy 58, along with bits of candy wrappers. Looking back to when our castle was a shack, vacation was making figure eights in the parking lot. Remember when we used to forgive more than we forgot? It wasn't like we didn't work hard enough. I'm trying to hold on to all the things that we did right. But how could I forget about you leaving? Since my heart has never stopped bleeding, all that I can see is that I lost you then. I'm looking for a reason to forgive you, and sometimes I even wanna be with you, just the way you say that it's alright now.
Alright. Contract is done. Let's collect that. Alright, we have $66,000. We are going to pay off $50,000 of our loan. Make special payment. There we go. That is going to do it for this one. In the next video, we are going to sleep and see what December brings for contracts and work on paying off more of our loan. But if you enjoyed, do not forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, and I will see you all in the next one. Later.